Hi, Prosperity Team. It's Dr. Money. I hope you've had a wonderful day today and that you will join me right now through our breaths in the Prosperity Circle. Remember, the breath is the prayer of the mystic. And as we breathe in, we take in the goodness. And as we breathe out, we send it to others. So let's imagine ourselves in that circle, a circle of light, a circle of well being. And as we breathe in the good, and as we exhale our intention that all beings have goodness in their lives, have abundance in their lives. And as we breathe in harmony and peace and love. And as we breathe out harmony and peace and love for all beings. All beings. Yes, what a great life. What great light shines. And we partake in that in the circle of well-being through our breath, breathing in and breathing out. And so it is. Remember that everyone can take just a few moments a day to join into the Prosperity Circle, just to breathe in that goodness, just to give the mind a rest, just to participate and partake in the stillness. Now, over the past few days, we've talked about prosperity busters. Well, it's been me talking about it, not we. So I guess I've talked about prosperity busters. I've talked about what do you really value. I've talked about many things. What do you, financial freedom. And tonight I want to talk about the difference between pleasure and pressure. They sound very much alike, but they're very different. Pleasure is something we don't have a lot of in our world because pleasure is somewhat frowned upon. It seems like real people are supposed to be more somber and sincere. They're supposed to be adult and grown up. And what we've done is we've just squeezed the pleasure out of our moments. We've replaced it with pressure, the pressure to perform, the pressure to get more done, the pressure to be perfect, all kinds of pressure. And I'm going to suggest that with abundant living, we have to replace pressure with pleasure. And the only time we can do that really is in the now moment. And there is a vigilance that we can undertake and we can ask ourselves this question: is this a moment of pressure or is this a moment of pleasure? We all have it within our ability to create a moment of pleasure or to tune into the ongoing harmonious song of life that's always singing. It's a choice that we can make, pressure or pleasure. It's up to us. I'm going to choose pleasure as much as possible. I'm going to invite you to choose pleasure too, because when you choose pleasure over pressure, now remember that pleasure is, well, let me finish that sentence. When we choose pleasure over pressure, then we have an abundant life. However, I will remind you that we are addicted to pressure. We are addicted to the emotional states that we currently have. Because if we're miserable all the time, we are used to being miserable. We know how to navigate misery and struggle and suffering, and so we keep it going all the time. We don't know how to navigate pleasure. We worry. If something good happens to us, we look over our shoulder and think, oh, now I'm going to not, something bad might happen. Well, let's not make things too good because we might get noticed if things look good for us. So we're going to keep things kind of on the down low so nobody will notice us. It's not working. It really doesn't work. It's not abundant living. So this is the choice. Let's move away from pressure and move toward pleasure, because the more we choose pleasure in each moment throughout the day, the more we withdraw our addictive habit of pressure. This is Dr. Money. I hope that you will sleep tight tonight, have an abundant day tomorrow, and remember for sure that I love you.